I swear, I was waiting for Optimus Prime to just swoop in and save the day. Welcome back, you guys, to the Tempest Productions, and today I will be giving you a movie review over 13 Hours The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. So, really, 13 Hours The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi is about, I think, six American soldiers that, after a American ambassador is killed at one of the embassies there in Libya, is that basically they stay there. They after they realize that and everything is getting ambushed on them and they're being attacked. They basically have to they basically have to stay there and fight for them, like fight off the enemies themselves. And it's just these six soldiers against everybody else. And it is directed by Michael Bay. Which is okay. So it's not his best movie, but it's a hell of a lot better than Transformers, and because that franchise is just getting way too out of hand. And everyone. Okay, so here are my thoughts about this movie. This movie review is going to be kind of all over the place. But okay, so it stars John Krasinski from The Office, who I am super glad that he stayed in drama. That he's not doing comedy, unlike Ed Helms, who I'm annoyed by right now, and because all he's been doing is like Vacation and stupid comedies, and I don't really care about that. But John Krasinski was good. His acting was on point. It was amazing for his performance of what he was trying to be. So he was doing a good performance of being one of these secret soldiers. I really enjoyed that, and also Pablo Schreemler or something like that. He was in Weeds and Orange is the New Black. So he was in both Genji Cohen shows, so it was good to see him acting again. It was great to see John Krasinski acting again. There were some other people in there I didn't really know, but their performances were also strong. So to say about the performances in this movie, they were good. They were believable. And yes, this movie is built off of cliches, but that's what Michael Bay does. He brings in comedy and jokes when they don't really need to be. Some of them were on point, don't get me wrong. I was laughing throughout the movie. But there was just some scenes that were kind of pointless, like when Pablo Schreemler's character is dancing with flashlights and listening to Sexy and I Know It. Like, that could have been left out. I didn't really need that, although that there is some importance before that conversation that happened, so that was important to know. But other than that, there was just some pointless scenes in there. The directing was good. A lot of people said the movie was shaky, and I understand for some of the action sequences that they were, but overall, I don't think the whole movie was shaky. It didn't feel like a handheld found footage movie to me, like Cloverfield or something. Um, the writing of the script, for what the movie was, it was good. It's based on a true story. It basically, the execution was good. The whole so basically the script kept up with the character development and the and basically the storyline and the acting. And so there were a few good scenes, like the McDonald's scene when the wife tells the her husband, John Krasinski's character, that she's pregnant and she's on her way to Disneyland, and everyone like is in the car and all the kids are in the car screaming. They're like, "We want 20 kids meals or whatever," and then she like freaks out and just tells him that she's pregnant. And that was one of the best well acted scenes, because some of the scenes were pretty corny, and so that made up for some of the cheesiness of this movie. And I don't know what else to say about it. Let me think. The soundtrack, there wasn't really that much of a soundtrack. I don't really know what else to say about this movie. So let's just go over and see if I come up with anything else. So the acting was good, the performances, the script kept up with the storyline. Um, the shinky cam, there was no shinky cam, and that is about it. I think. Can't think of anything else right now. I don't know. It's just good to see John Krasinski act again. I really liked his performance and who he played as. Now, I did go into this movie with low expectations, and it actually did surprise me a little bit. It is definitely one of Michael Bay's better film. So I will give Michael Bay credit for that. And oh yeah, and I didn't go into the movie knowing what the original story was, so I can't really compare this to the actual true story. I only knew of the true story from what they said at the end. But but what it did lack is it felt more like a lone survivor slash Captain Phillips story. Like it needed to be a Hurt Locker or American Sniper movie. That's what I wanted from this film, but I didn't really get all of it. So I got kind of half and half from each four war movies. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm used to what Michael Bay's doing now, and like I know his like style pretty much. So we all know what Michael Bay is gonna do because he does the same type of action sequences and same corny jokes that are in the wrong places, and so I don't know, but really the story does a good job of telling the story. The whole first hour though was kind of just execution, and then once the shit hit the fan though, the shit hit the fan. Like I really felt like I was in their situation, and that is good. That is what they're supposed to be doing, and I feel like the script did a great job of that. And even some of the side characters' performances were great. So overall, the movie was pretty good. I'd watch it again. Don't know if I would buy it on Blu-ray, but all in all, it's a good time at the theaters if you want to just see something that's a little bit more serious and still, you know, enjoy it. So that's pretty much it, you guys. This was my movie review for 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Tempest Productions, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night, guys. Stay classy.